Yo, what's good? This is Raury, and this is New Music Friday with Rolling Out. We got Transcendence coming out today. It's early in the morning. I've been really getting into my zone with just like medicine or like plant medicines in general. So I spent the morning kind of like foraging in my front yard because the spring is coming and there's all this wild violet growing in the front yard. So you can use that. There's a lot of plants like growing around like over here off of Redan. You can go outside and like I'm out here picking up shit and figuring out the things to do with it, man. I've just been really paying attention to the world in front of me and appreciating it thoroughly, or doing my best to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, sometimes we're so focused on the world that's out there instead of the world that's like right in front of us and inside of us. So that's where I've been at vibe-wise, you know? Like, as you can see, I've been working on just operating in-house as efficiently as possible, you know? I thank you for coming here to my house. I've been doing my best not to leave this house, honestly. I've been doing my best to stay here and create as much music as possible because I have a lot to do. As in, like, I'm gearing up to put out multiple albums a year for like the rest of my career. Talking like, you know, at least 3 this year, probably 4 next year, and 4 next year, and 4 next year. Because I'm really just not fucking around. Like, I'm finally in position to crank it out. You know, my roommate, shout out Joey Hirsch, because he helped me on this meditation album I have coming in a couple of days. And like, it's a wrap, bro. I live with me and my engineer. You know, my wife helps me with the day-to-day management along with another lady. You know, like, and I'm just running a tight ship. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on having a wife now, man. Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
And you know, I guess just like, what time do you wake up? If you have
I used to wake up around this time, but as of lately, I've been waking up around 10. You know, daylight savings, that shit.
Yeah.
They kind of threw everything off. So, man, I'd say still like 9 or 10, because I sometimes stay up late all night playing Apex or, you know, jamming with the boys. So, yeah, probably like around 10. But this morning kind of, I've been putting myself on a bit of a train track to be a lot more on it with my health and well-being, because I've kind of been called to a certain space to do a certain thing, and it's been changing my life.
And you've been on like you said, like 3 albums a year. Like, you're in there kind of like young boy. You know? You're in there in kind of like young boy space of like.
Oh yeah, I'm about to Lil B it. I'm about to
Little
Gucci,
B.
Yeah, young boy is young boy's fire. You know, I'm about to Bob Dylan it. I'm about to Gucci Dylan. Man. I'm about to, you know, there's you go back and you look at artists that existed. And you see that they had out so many vinyls that you never heard about, but they were just cranking music out. You know what I'm saying? Was it Van Gogh, or was it, I don't know which artist, Basquiat or whomever, that did like 10,000 paintings a year?
Gosh,
and it's and I think that's what that's the kind of artist that I am too. And if you heard any albums from Indigo Child to All We Need, it's like, oh, it's all these genres, right? But I've been focusing on honing in on like mastering my creative versatility and learning how to deliver it in a way that is most effective. So, you know, in this, you know, generation of like TikTok brain and whatnot, you know, that's real, but like things are happening faster. Like more things are coming across our playing field. So I'm just gonna constantly deliver albums, bro. Like, I can do hip hop well, I can do, you know, transcendental, like spiritual music well. I can do guitar music well, be it folk or rock and soul, you know, like, and I have enough music to make albums out of those entire genres. You know, I do world music well. So, like, I just want to be like Rick from Rick and Morty, bro. Just, you never, here we go, here we go. This portal, we're over here now. This portal, we're over here. Like, yeah, like, did you know I was the king of rap? Did you know I was the king of folk? Did you know I was the king of meditation? Did you know that, you know, I can do this too? But it's also not going to be that crazy in the sense of like unpredictable. I'm going to create like a yearly cycle. So you can expect most certainly for the next 2 years, like I'm coming with a spiritually inclined album at the top of the year. Right after that, a more like folky acoustic guitar album, and then the next two, it might be wild cards, might be hip hop, might be electronic, might be rock, might be world music. But I'm gonna stay true to that cycle and do my best to follow the seasons, which is why we're here on the 21st, or close to the spring equinox. You know, and then I'm aiming for the summer solstice too. You know, the autumn equinox and the winter solstice. Just follow those patterns. You know, create my schedule like according to that. And yeah, like, yeah, I'm just like holding down the fort. You know, I got 2 baby boys also. They're sleeping, thank God. Yeah, man.
But you done grew up on us, Raury.
I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old.
Congratulations.
Yeah, the 3-year-old, his name is Forrest, and the 1-year-old, his name is Ocean. They're real hams, you know. Yeah, man.
How has fatherhood changed the way that you make music?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. Like, I don't know, like, I always felt a strong sense of purpose to put something out or leave a trail of music behind that inspires people to tap in with their emotions and tap in with God, tap in with a better path. So if anything, it just turned me up more, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing this for more than just myself. I was always doing it for the children and for the future, but now I'm looking at the future every day. So how has it changed anything? How I record music? I guess y'all gonna be hearing some features from them already, because I'm recording in my house. So every now and then you can't control what they're gonna do, what they're gonna say. So, you know, you might have a little Ocean feature, you have some little auto-tune baby vocals.
I wanted to. Oh, yes, that's where I wanted to go. J. Cole, when he went on Lil Yachty's podcast, you know, Yachty asked him, was he ever going to branch out to something different and, you know, just kind of experiment with music a little more? And Cole said, I would love to do that, but I really want to lock in and give the world the best possible rapper that I could possibly be.
Mm-hmm.
For you, you can rap your behind off. I want to ask you, do you think you'll ever, like you say, you're following the seasons and stuff like that, do you think you'll ever lock in for maybe say 2-3 years to become the best possible rapper you can be? Or is it you still, you know what I mean, you can't be a slave to what I want. You can't be a slave to what black people want. You know what I mean? Like what how you feeling about that?
Yeah, I don't give a shit to a degree, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna go hard on every verse that I touch, you know what I'm saying? And it's likely people would get a rap album from me every year, you know what I'm saying? But am I looking to be a part of like the whole gladiator match of it all? No, like, I'm at a point in my life and career where I've kind of like embraced that, like, I'm a black sheep within the industry, so I'll never be accepted the way, like, the way a Little Uzi is accepted, or the way like or even like a Kendrick is accepted, because, you know, like, it's just not a thing that I want to put forth the effort to do. I want to put forth the effort to give the most like authentic expression of myself, unhindered by people wanting gun talk, unhindered by, people wanting me to, how do you say, like, tap into and express in a certain way that like most of it goes down like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm gonna deliver, I'm always gonna be rapping, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to get in the rat race of keeping up with the Joneses so I can have my song in this club over here, or I can, you know, but don't get me wrong, if they want me to come to a cypher, I'll body some shit up, you know what I'm saying? And people can make their own decision based on that, but I like how Andre's path as like one of the greatest rappers went. Thank goodness that he had Big Boy next to him to like bridge him and like kind of get that extra approval, But I feel like I'm far too alienated, and if I were to even try, it would just fucking look corny, and it would it would just be a bunch of niggas be like, finally like, oh, guitar playing nigga, we not gonna let you in, like, no, like, you know what I'm saying? That's how it feels. That's how it feels.
Just like posting in the
I mean, I could talk like, but you know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's what has been the consensus, like in the industry in general. You know what I'm saying? Some producers I reach out to, they don't want to talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, yeah. That's cool. I won't be trying to like fit in. I have to. That's what it's been like ever since like high school though. You got some niggas in high school that want to be cool so bad, so they want to sit at lunch table and they'll do what they've seen the cool kids do. Yeah. They'll go and buy the shoes. They'll go and pick on the same kids they're all picking on, and then but they were never cool.
Right. I mean, I literally saw. Like even saying
quote unquote cool.
Right. But I saw the shift with you. Like I believe we probably talked about it last interview. But
yeah.
I just remember 2013, 2014, how you reviewed as kind of like, oh, this dude, with the hat and playing the guitar on, whatever. Like he doing the most to get on. And then when you got on, it was like, yeah, I know Raury. I used to work with Raury. Like it was like you became the cool dude. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I saw that shift. I guess, with you kind of being, you firsthand, like, I guess how is that, like, kind of, I guess it gave you a great perspective of life from such an early age.
Yeah, my real name is Raury.
Yeah.
That's my real name.
Right.
So there's been a sense of a base level understanding that I'm not Josh. Mm-hmm. I'm not Chris. Mm-hmm. I'm not Brandon, fucking Raury. Mm-hmm. Like no matter what room I'm going into, like there's that. Like I'm a black sheep, and to a degree, ever since before I was even known. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I'm saying. Like it's formed a perspective for me. It's like actually that's my strength. Mm-hmm. My strength is that I'm not like y'all, and that's exactly why y'all like. Exactly, some people try to like box me out because they know that I'm not playing by their rules, but in the same breath, like how am I right next to them, or how did I pass them? You know what I'm saying? If I'm not playing by their rules, if I'm, that's what it was like, kind of like on the underground. So he was like, man, I didn't see him come and play at this club. Oh, we're not playing him at Reverie. How's he popping? Oh, he's industry playing. But there's a whole other world of people that exist that enjoy God's whisper.
Right.
That enjoy, like Crystal Express. That enjoy a cigarette song. That enjoy, Heat Wave or 2020 Vision. Feel Good. And enjoy, Kingdom Come, Peace Prevail. So I'm just trying to make music that leaves a mark in the way that I want, because most of it is just like a big, like, most of the game, man, it's a big like horse and pony show, bro. Everyone's just trying to occupy the same space. No one trying to create a new space, and that's why, I appreciate artists out there that are doing that, such as like, Willow, fucking Tizo.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of like really dope artists out there that are just like, all right, no, I'm not gonna do the same old, you know, and that's really respectable. That gives me hope for the game. And that's also my goal. Like, I feel like sometimes, well, this is what I realize. Imagine if Steph Curry decided, like, you know what? I'm gonna try and be the best slam dunker. It's like, nigga, you can shoot from half court.
Yeah.
Like, why are you even worried about, like, trying to compete with LeBron or trying to play with, compete with Kevin Durant or Kobe?
Yeah.
And then he ended up becoming, like, yeah, of course, you know, of course, great shooters, Ray Allen, you know, Larry Bird, Steve Nash, and all, you know what I'm saying? But there are plenty of amazing, phenomenal shooters out there. But like he changed the game.
He changed it, yeah.
He did something to change the game, and that's what I want to do. I want to do something to change the game, you know. And in order to change the game, you can't really be the same. So I observed Kanye and how he created that shift between, you know, the gangster music and conscious rap.
Right.
You know, he kind of like closed a chapter on that shit, and that's cool and all. And that's also what I feel like people see when they see me. They're like, oh, this nigga can turn the page on all out of this shit.
Yeah.
So guess what that mean for my pockets? Guess what that mean for my motion?
Right.
Nope. Like, watch out. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like that's when I realized, bro, I have to have my own studio.
Right.
I have to have my own team that is ready to follow my guidance and leadership, because a lot of niggas get the googly eyes and be like, oh, I want to be over there in traffic. So like, it's hard to keep a team together. It's hard to keep a camera guy around or whatever, because you know someone can pay them off of drug money. And like they, you know, I gotta find people that are down to like help me create this dream. And I feel as if I've gotten there this year.
Right.
Really got the folks around me that's down to help me create this dream. I've even been getting my hands dirty with the shooting, video content, and editing and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just what my story is gonna be.
Yeah.
And because I can create different genres of music at such a exceptional rate, I think that's my half court shot, bro. Like, niggas aren't shooting from half court. Niggas like, I find it interesting that all of a sudden, like, Kanye's about to put out multiple albums a year, Future and them, they're about to put out multiple albums a year, and that's cool. But I'm about to be putting out 4 for the next 10 years for sure.
That's crazy.
And it was like, what are niggas gonna do? I want to see what niggas are gonna do. I'm dying to know, but it don't matter.
So yes, the question I wanted to ask was, did you go to Stack's any of the shows when he was in Atlanta a couple weeks ago?
No, but I've been anchored here.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I've been really in my own world. I wanted to go, but to keep it a buck, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm taking care of 2 boys, family, and all that. You know, I'm trying to actually get my license back. So my license has been like wrongfully suspended, and like, yeah, man, I've been like grinding and getting by. So like, I ain't had no $60 to go there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I reach out to people that know me or whatever, or whoever, to like try and get in or anything like that. I'm just like
you have to think about it like this though. And I got the mic on, so hopefully it's picking up. But you have to think about it like this. 10 years ago, you not only, hey, yo, can I get in the industry? Bruh, you was the opener, bruh.
What'd you say?
I said, bruh, you was the opener 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense why you can't. You was the opener. It's you, Charles Gambino, Kid Cudi.
Yeah, I know.
That's it.
I don't know what it's about.
Stuff like that, I ain't gonna lie. See, and I salute you for because I know you be turning up and stuff like that sometimes and everything like that. I be seeing, you know, like even last interview. But like when I see stuff like that, bro, like if I was in your shoes, bro, like I said, bro, like Godspeed to you. Like this meditation album and just the peace and serenity that you have and the bass that you have, the connection and your spiritual life that you have. Salute to you, my brother, because if that was me, bro, I ain't gonna lie. At the wrong place at the wrong time, I'm crashing. I'm like, bro, I'm not just. I would get it. I ain't even gonna lie. If I was me, right, where I covered it 10 years ago, ATL last, and then this time I tried to cover it and they was like, nah, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of get that. But if performed at the thing I opened, it was only 4 people's names. Kid Cudi, Childish Gambino, Raury, and I can't get it. You think if Kid Cudi or Childish Gambino said, yo, Dre, let me get, he said, oh yeah, no problem. So, all right, anyways, continue, I'm sorry.
Well, I don't really know what it's about. I guess a part of me has just kind of let go of any want to be embraced by people I looked up to. So that includes Andre, that includes Cudi, that includes Gambino, that includes anyone that I thought like would have like fucked with me super heavy as like another like different artist. Shout out to Pharrell because he did fuck with me really heavy.
Yeah,
you know what
Rocky.
I'm saying? Yeah, Rocky. Shout out to them. They fucked with me really heavy, but not heavy enough to the point where I could like tap in and like grow as a producer. I don't really know, but it's not really on them. It's not on anyone but me. And that's also where it's like, I'm not trying to just be chasing Andre around. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I want to go? Why would I want to go? I love the music. I love Andre's music. But a big part of me kind of, I'm in a space where I'm avoiding my heroes.
Why?
Because I've just had experiences with my heroes that didn't feel too good. It felt more of a... It felt like more of a competitive thing than it was like each one teach one, and like young nigga, congratulations, like let me show you the keys, like let's show you the way. It's like everyone wants to be like, oh no, I'm the only different nigga.
Yeah.
Cause that's the other thing. That's the other thing, bro. Like in the game, bro. Like I salute the trap game because at least they pulling each other up.
Yeah.
They're kicking doors open for each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's cool. That's dope. But when you a different nigga, you doing the different shit, and you come across another different nigga doing different shit, they're like, nigga, fuck you. I'm the only different nigga. So it's like, it's tough. It's tough. But it's the road less traveled, man. And I'm at peace with that. I realized that I really gotta do this shit myself. I gotta I have to form a team that knows how to listen to me and like respect me. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it's gonna have to be. I'm gonna have to, I'm 27 right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just about to get cooking, bro. Get busy and move forward in control of my career, and also from a space of just like a comfort and urgency at the same time, because that's the other thing, man. Like there's so many people reaching out to me like, hey, really, like got a meditation album coming, like let's plan a tour. Like, I'm interested in a tour. I guess I'm interested in a show, but I'm not leaving this house unless it's a bag. I don't give a fuck about trying to tour around. Ooh, look at me, I'm on tour. I put out an album, I want to go listen to it. No. I'm good. I can put out music and watch my streaming grow and also create content with my friends here and have a good time and not stress myself out and crank out 4 albums a year. Like, what are niggas gonna do? Like, someone already reached out to me. All right, I got a show out somewhere. It's worth my time. It's worth my energy. Shout out to Myco Fest. It's my homie, right, up in Pennsylvania. Like, he does like a whole mushroom fest. He's a mushroom cultivator. I don't know if you know about him, but he's a fucking G. He's he's actually one of the dopest like mushroom like mycologists like in North America. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna go play that festival. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't give a damn about playing Rolling Loud. Like, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing.
But you gotta think like you were probably about to say, like, bro, like everything that an artist will aspire to, you did at 16, 17. Mm-hmm. Bro, like, well, another question I want to ask, but before you get back into it though, is when Ye flew you out, when Ye discovered you, right, mm-hmm. and then flew you out the next day, like, what was that kind of experience like? Like you said, like meeting your heroes, but what was that experience like?
Oh yeah, yeah, it was cool, man. I fucked with yeah, it was chill. It like I wish it wasn't like, oh, I'm flying you out. Boom, bro. I respect what you got going on. Boom, like let me. I thought it was gonna be like that. Like boom,
Yeah.
like let me teach you.
Right.
But it wasn't like that. It's like, what are you doing? All right.
That was it. And then took the picture and then you went back?
Like, it wasn't like that much of a, like, you know, I don't really know, man. It wasn't that much of a personal thing, though. We was like, hey, you pull up, there was breakfast there, you know, Kanye was there, and we just talked for a while, and then we went into the space and we listened to music. But I guess maybe I should have been more like, hey, sign me, nigga, or whatever, but that's just not my steez, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's just never been my steez of just being, no matter like who it is or where it is or what's going on. I think that's a big reason why like am able to retain certain friendships with people at high places, because I've never come across as like entitled or like or just like, you know, it's like Lord of the Rings, bro.
Right.
You seen Lord of the Rings? Niggas see that ring, they
Yeah.
get cracked out. They're like, yeah, I need it. Like they'll be ready to do anything for the ring, bro. And I'm like, you know, like I got my ring. Like, you know.
I feel like that's such a level of freedom that you've achieved that so many people aspire to. But would you also agree that you have to work yourself to a certain level to have that freedom?
Work yourself to a certain
Like,
level to
because
have that freedom.
example, right? As a content creator, as a media person, as a media personality, I feel like I would have to work up to, say, a certain number of followers on my own platforms to be fully independent and not worry about I have to go back to a job to make sure my lights are still on.
Yeah, are you saying that in the sense of, I guess, when I first started putting out like Indigo Child or things like that, like, yeah, I was down to go on tour. Yeah, I was down, I mean, like, to go on tour even if it wasn't making a lot of money.
Right.
Yeah, I was down to, like, get out there and grind and grind and grind and bust my ass. But truth be told, bro, like, I think that there was a more intelligent way to go about it, you know, in the sense of, like, building a business. Because when it's about building a business, it's about bringing in more profits than expenditures, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I have a lemonade stand and I'm making a killing on this fucking corner with a lemonade stand, why would I buy a 18-wheeler and send that same lemonade over to California or whatever the fuck when like I haven't even got a storefront yet? Right. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how the fucking music game be. You'd be like, all right, niggas over here like your lemonade. Nigga, buy a lemonade factory. Keep up. Like, it's just like, no, you gotta work your way up. You know what I'm saying? So like when you get on like the touring aspect, like I'd rather be making a killing off of people buying like the music and like supporting the music and things like that.
What I'm saying is like people wouldn't buy the music or like know who Raury is if Raury didn't tour, do XXL, do the Anti tour to even get his name out, do Roar Fest, do XYZ, all the things that you've done. They wouldn't even know to, okay, now, because you're at a point of independence and freedom.
Oh, yeah, well, with that being said, like on my end, in today's current day, we're still about to be doing like things with the public and engaging the public and creating content and giving like stories and creating narratives to continue to like to spread around. But we're just, touring is not the method that we're going to approach. You know what I'm saying? Like opening up for other artists is not the method that we're going to do to approach. We're going to really create our own world, create some dope content, do our own events. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, and it's just another approach. So I think that like, yeah, anyone from the ground up could do it. Like Lil Russell did it.
Yeah. Shout out Lil Russell.
Yeah, like Russ did it.
Yeah, shout out Russ. Russ just released one song every Friday.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the music has the power. The music has the more power. Like, as a musician, like the more I get serious about releasing the music, the power is in the music alone, bro. Like, like I remember I did an experiment last year. I put out a song like once every like month or something like that, and just realized like boom, everything was booming. More people were reaching out. Like
I
I know I'm
like the
already at
joint
that
with
level.
with B.O.B. by the way.
Well, I appreciate that,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's just like, bro, like, no, if you can make good music at no matter at whatever level, you know, if you're in a position to create it constantly, even if you just have like a little tiny desk, you know, and not much, you don't gotta have all the upright bass and all the shit going on. You know what I'm saying? But if you constantly putting out good music, try that out for 3 years and see where you end up. Try putting out a song every 2 weeks for 3 years. That sounds heavy, but you know, like I could do it. Like some people could do it, and that's not something that you need money to do if you know how to engineer yourself, if you know how to record yourself. Like, and also sometimes when you have friends, sometimes when you aren't known as a big person, there's also a lot less pressure. You know what I'm saying? When you're meeting new people and when you're trying to form a team, because with me, like everybody wants, you know, $1,000 a month. So it's like, no, like being big has its, or being known has its disadvantages too. Like, so I would say, yeah, the person that is starting from the ground up as an artist, like learn how to get the art made, like learn how to grow lemonades, so you can run your own lemonade stand for real. Because if you're not even growing lemonades, you know what I'm saying? You don't got no lemonade trees. You don't even know how to fix your goddamn lemonade making machine or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna have a hard time. But if you take the time to like learn how to create the product thoroughly, then you're unstoppable.
But to do that, I still feel like you have to have like a certain amount of comfort. Like, right? Like I have to, you know, whether it's staying with your parents or something like that. Like you have to have some type of.
That's what I'm. Because that's what I had when I was 14. I decided I was gonna do music for the rest of my life. I was living with my mom, so it was like, like there's that window. Yeah, of course there's that window. And to keep it a buck, I couldn't imagine how to consistently do this while also working a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I couldn't fathom it. So there is that.
Yeah.
There is that. Like, I couldn't fathom doing a lot of things while like having to work a 9 to 5. But then at that point, I just start trapping, which is why I need my time.
So how you feel about the like kind of the streamer, the movement of the streamers? Like streaming is becoming the thing. So like the Kais and the Aiden Rosses and stuff like that, where they did it from their bedrooms.
I can dig it. Like I'm not paying attention.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But like I can dig the fact that guys are just like creating content from their space. It makes me worry about journalism. And like actual journalism, because you know like anyone can have an opinion as long as they've been gathering people's attention for long enough. They can say something and affect things when they probably don't even know anything about anything. I wish I understood it more because they get into the bag. What are they just playing video games on stream and just being funny?
Yeah.
Right? I think that's interesting. I think that's dope though. I'm all interested in the waves of the future and all that stuff going on, man. Like, but I guess I don't have any more thoughts about it beyond the fact that I think it's cool, and I'm curious to see where it goes in 5 years. You know, I think it's here to stay. So.
All right, cool. Well, we could head on over to over here where where you will meditate, and we could talk about the new album.
Okay.
All right, cool. So as we're walking, what are we seeing? What's here? Bit. Oh, what is this? Where are we right now?
We are in the living room of my house, in my meditation corner, on some of the most important sentimental pillows in the world to me. And pillows I've been accumulating like ever since I left the industry and moved back to Atlanta to try and build up with my friends at the time. I started this meditation pillow corner, and I meditate each morning, and Like, even when I left and I traveled and out into the woods for about a couple of months, I had.
When you say that, traveled into the woods for, like, what do you mean?
By that I mean my best friend died, bro, and I was also really, wanting to. That was my dream. My dream was always to do shows out in nature and use my momentum or any inkling of fame or whatever I have to bring people closer to like freedom. So I didn't know how I was gonna do the Woods tour, that I always wanted to do. That I wish, my team at the time helped me figure out, But I just figured out the best thing to do is once this lease is up at this house, just get in my Jeep and go and find locations and get flyers made and just do secret shows in the woods. So I did secret shows in the woods from Miami all the way up to Diana's Bath, New Hampshire, and from Atlanta all the way to New Mexico. And I traveled in my Jeep with my Husky at the time, and these pillows are pretty much like my bed in the car.
So you literally, when you say I lived in the woods, you literally lived in the woods?
Yeah, it was either camping out or I was either like sleeping in my Jeep when I was just traveling the woods and like connecting to like farmers and telling like my fans like, hey, I haven't given up on music. This is what's going on with me. I don't want to be a part of, the whole another cog in the wheel. And I'm trying to do this and no manager will help me do it for whatever reason. Like, so yeah, that part. So this is my corner, man. Whenever I meditate or I tap into all that energy, into all that history, and yeah, man, I journey, man. And that's also why I made the meditation album, is because like, people, we live through what we listen to. That's one thing I always believe here, whether we believe it or not. Like once you done heard a song 100 times, you're gonna start taking on some of its properties. Be it single ladies, or or be it, goddamn, fucking mask off, or be it, walking on sunshine, or whatever kind of songs. Like you listen to it for a long enough period of your life, it begins to form an impression, right? So that's the other thing. I was thinking, like, when I put out my music, what do I want to do? Like, what kind of life do I want to live? Like, how do I want to inspire? What kind of life do I want to inspire the listeners to live? So I wanted to put out a meditation album, an album that was going to bring someone like closer to their inner voice, something that bring people closer to clarity. Nothing necessarily for my ego, but just something for me. I made that for me too, like. So I can encourage myself to sit down here and meditate more often, or to get more into my yoga practice, or to get more into my intentional life. So I did that to like, all right, if I am gonna go do some shows, like put out this meditation album, like, like, and then, like, I want to have like yoga studios reaching out to me. I want to have ashrams reaching out to me. I want to have shrines and temples reaching out to me to come tour on this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's not just the woods. It's not just bars I can tour through or anything like that. But like, yeah, like you create an environment with what you're doing. And especially as the musician creating the music. Oh, trust me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to live up to what you're creating too.
Right.
So, how many people, make music about a certain type of life, and they have to own up. They gotta keep up with that shit. Yeah. So like, I'd rather have to keep up with this. Yeah. I'd rather keep up. I'd rather have niggas be around saying, this nigga Raury don't really meditate. He not really woke. He not that. And then I have to prove it. I discover sit still for an hour.
Well, when people come up to you and they do like this as opposed to do.
Yeah, exactly. It's like hit that water, the waves go out, then they hit the other side and the waves come back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just being aware of the waves I'm making.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I'm making a meditation album because I want more meditation in my life. You know what I'm saying? I want more stillness in my life. I want to be more Master Yoda, less Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
Cause you know, niggas be feeling like Anakin sometimes.
No,
You know what I'm saying? You wanted to crash out. Turn the villain, bro. Turn the villain.
The last interview, like you say, like when you was talking about when them folk wanted you to be Travis, and you said I can't be Travis. I was like, yeah. I seen the side. I seen the piece of it.
I'll go there, bro. It's just
but
like,
yeah, for sure.
No, man, it's cool. It's cool, man. Like just focusing on thriving, man. The only revenge is to keep surviving and thriving. So I'm gonna do that, man, and I like the position I'm in, bro. Like my back has been against the wall for a while now, and there are a lot of people that have counted me out. A lot of people that just like, oh yeah, Raury fell off. Oh yeah, Raury's an industry plant, and all that other shit. That's also the crazy shit that always fucking sucked. The fact that niggas wanted to try and go hard about me being an industry plant, as if I had like rich parents, or as if we, me and those Love Renaissance guys, like weren't a 15-year-old and 19-year-olds and like in college, like fucking like grinding, trying to figure out how to get into the game. And because we figured that shit out, and because we didn't have like a Munch level hit out or some shit like that, there's no way it could be. There's no way it could be real. Like that shit was fucking crazy, and that also just fed into like more like the alienation. I was like, oh man, I'm so different. You know what I'm saying? That niggas will, it just makes me a target. It makes niggas want to make shit up, and then people that want to hate on that will just bandwagon on that. People just say shit, and people just follow like sheep, because that's how most of the world is.
I think Wale and Logic are like two great examples of, and Big Sean now, like of two great examples of like the internet just grabbing the narrative and running with it. Because Logic can still rap very well. He's independent now, everything like that. He can rap well. Wale has always been up there with Cole, Drake, and like they're the same class. And Big Sean was always a good, decent rapper, nice flow. Everybody copied Big Sean's flow. So it's like the fact that revisionist history, all three of those dudes are corny and can't rap. I'm like, hold on now, when did we come? And it's crazy because all the people that was with you singing their songs and stuff, now they're looking like, yeah, they are corny, they can't rap. And then everybody's saying it, and it starts from the internet, like you said, those narratives. Hold on, let me check this real quick. Make sure we're still going. Okay, we are. Because I didn't see a red light in the front, so I was like, I don't want to do all this in vain. All right, cool. So, you know, feeding off of that, what you were just saying with, you know, kind of Love Renaissance, you guys figuring it out as teenagers. What did that really...
Teenagers and college kids.
Yeah, what did that really do to you? And how did you get past that when things went left with you guys and there was a rift between creative differences? When these were people that, like you say, you came up with, you guys started something together. How did you get through that?
How did I get through it? I mean, since I met them, we knew we were like different to a degree. You know, we have like different goals in the long run, you know, and we wouldn't be working together forever. It's just the transition was shitty, and when things got to a space where it's like niggas are dropping the ball on me, I feel as if like I could have handled things a bit more maturely, you know, but still. No, I was like, no, like, fuck this, because, like, it's time. Like, all right, y'all want to go do that? I want to go do this. I want to be released from this. Like, you know, like, Columbia, too, y'all niggas, you know, trying to dangle a budget above my head to, you know, turn me into an auto-tune rapper. You know what? Peace, because that's what I put in my contract anyway, that I could walk. You know what I'm saying? That I could walk, and y'all can't fuck with me. I'll go on making music. Y'all leave me alone. So I just activated that, man, and I just was in tune with the fact that we just had different goals, man. Like, I wanted to uplift my community for real in a way that was real to me. You know what I'm saying? Not just like around like, oh, get as much money as possible, like, and then come back and, you know, get as much money as possible by like contributing to the mess, and then come back and try and clean up the mess.
Turkey drives off drill music.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, nah, if I'm gonna do it, I don't want to do it that way. Like, there's even like from like God's Whisper wasn't necessarily a song that niggas was behind. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas, ever since things have started, it was never really like a clear like respect for like the direction. So I just had to realize, man, they were big bros. They saw me as a little bro. No way they'd see me as a boss. No way I'd ever be the Beyonce in this camp. No way I'd ever be, you know, like the fucking Michael Jackson in this camp. Like with that level of respect, like they can't give me that level of respect. They've been around me since I was 15.
Right.
I had to find a level. I had to find people, get people around me that, you know, are meeting. Yo, what up, Hirsch? It's my guy Hirsch.
Good morning, Hirsch. Morning,
yeah,
Hirsch.
Man, he co-produced.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
man.
he co-produced Transcendence.
Oh, Rashad. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're doing an interview for New Music Monday. I think you should definitely get in and just say what's up or whatever. Just let us see your face whenever you got a moment.
No, you can come in right now. Like, yeah, it's kind of a free
whenever you're
interview.
ready, you know what I'm saying? I know you just woke up.
Right.
I know you just woke up.
Yeah.
I'm about to make some coffee.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I don't want to be too loud. It's cool vibe.
No, it's
yeah,
fine.
we got microphones
pieces
on.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I just had to come to terms with that. It's just also like, man, not everyone is like native to this land in a more profound sense of like the sense of duty that I feel to Georgia, or the sense of duty I feel to the neighborhood I grew up in, and the friends around there, and the school that I went to, and the people that I grew to like love and be around. You know, like I feel a certain assignment here, you know, that I need to accomplish, because I feel like a lot of culture and a lot of things here have been like hijacked by this corrupt, like reptilian ass system. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And a major heart of the matter is here in Atlanta and in Georgia. And if I can find a way to like get a serious wave going, bro, and make a whole nother wave of shit cool as fuck, I'm gonna work on doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was me in high school that started a music club, and you know, all of a sudden we were just as cool as the football stars.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Niggas was looking around like, well, who are these niggas?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that's what I want to do to the whole game. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, who are these niggas? Where are they coming from? Well, they're industry players, exactly, because you don't know where the fuck we're coming from, because you couldn't even fathom that niggas like us could, like, you know, or people like us could, like, thrive with what we're doing. So, yeah, there's that part, man. I'm just trying to expand the market for plenty other, like, waves of music to, like, thrive. So I'm just gonna produce a lot. I'm gonna produce a lot of music, man.
So this is like I was talking to Frank Ski yesterday, and this is really like kind of a wave I'm seeing, and I know you've been on it and everything like that as the Indigo leader of the Indigo movement and things of that nature. But so last week I interviewed Tony Snow. He just came out with Out the Woods, his latest album, Out the Woods, and you know the themes throughout it is nature and being out in the woods and stuff like that. And he said he named it Out the Woods because he's from the outskirts. He's from Marietta. So, you know, that was a whole nother thing. You go to, obviously, 3 Stacks, what he just did with the Flute album. Frank Ski is coming out with an album about the environment and environmental preservation. And then Lil Jon, he's coming out with another meditation album as well, in addition to what you have going on. Yesterday, I asked Frank Ski this question, so I want to ask you it as well. You know, this kind of seems like a shift of black men really focusing on promoting solitude and peace. Why do you think that's the case at this particular time in 2024?
I believe that there's like a knowingness, just like, you know, like when a tsunami is about to hit, like all the animals disappear. They go to highland. It's like, how the fuck did they know the tsunami was coming?
Bless you.
So I feel like things sway in ebbs and flows. Like history repeats itself. You know, we go through periods of unconsciousness and we come back into periods of consciousness. And we're in an upswing going into that period of consciousness. And people that are paying attention, you know, like they know what's next. We already know what's next, so we're already like on it. You know what I'm saying? I've been like early to the party for a while, and I'm gonna get my flowers for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go hard and do my thing. But yeah, it's just, and it's also, I feel like, a part of the after effect of like those early bird waves that have been being put out there by not just myself but plenty of other people. You know, be it post COVID, help a lot of people realize, you know, how important, you know, like autonomy is, or how important mental health is, along with physical health. You know, like when life gets put into perspective like that, like that whole pandemic put a lot of people's lives into perspective. I'm pretty sure plenty of people lost people. Plenty of people probably almost lost their lives. You know, it makes you think about what matters. You know, so and yeah, I think that had something to do with it, along with just everyone knows, man. We can't keep living like this. You know, so yeah, I think that's why. You know.
What's your favorite track off the new album?
I think, you know, with mine, man. Each song on this album is tuned to a certain chakra. So are you familiar with the chakra system at all?
Yeah.
You know, there's 7 main ones, right? So each song is tuned to a chakra. So it's really, it's like asking you, like, what's your favorite medicine? Well, it depends on if your head hurts.
Yeah.
Or is your ankle, did you twist your ankle?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, or you got something that you need to say to somebody that, you know, that you need to open your throat chakra about.
Yeah.
So like the favorite, it varies based on what I need, you know? So, there are plenty of special ones in there, man. I could not say, but it's 7 tracks.
Yeah.
You know, and it won't, you know, take much time to figure out a favorite or to find what you need, but it's also it's audio medicine.
Yeah.
It's literal audio medicine, man. Like it's made. Each song is particularly prescribed to each chakra. You know, like the root chakra, you know, the first song is in the key of which the root is. And it's about being on your way home. It's about foundation, you know, it's about where you belong. It's about like reminding you of that concept. The second song, sacred chakra, Genesis, is about just like beauty, connection, creation, about like, it's about like Genesis of the Bible, just the creation of the world, you know, like, but the sacred chakra is the chakra of creativity. Mojo! Cut it out. And then the solar plexus, you know, it was the one about like identity. And that's a song that, you know, I ended up writing once some things like really went bad between me and someone I was working with. Well, it didn't go bad, but I was just like let down. And I felt very like unimportant. I felt as if like I didn't matter, you know, in my self-esteem. You know, it was just like, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I let my team down. I felt like I let Joey down. I felt like I let, you know, a bunch of people who were counting on me down. And it was just about like my identity and just me preserving a lucid perception on like how I view myself, you know, and remembering like who I am is not always who I think I am, and who I am is like always often much greater than what I believe myself to be. And then the heart chakra is just about like love and timelessness, and the song as a whole is just about like timelessness and how, and destiny, and how, and fate, and how things were always meant to be. And the throat chakra song is about, you know, just truth. It's a constant reminder of truth. The third eye chakra is a song that's really great about like the imagination. It sonically literally hits you right here. When you hear it, most songs you should pay attention to where you're hearing it. If you're hearing it down here, or if you're hearing it up here, but like the third eye song, Imagine, that shit beams you right here. You're gonna, when you listen to it, it's gonna cause a resonance over that first eye. And then the crown chakra is just about that connection to God. You know, it's about, you know, understanding, forgiveness. You know, like that one really hits home for me, you know, because you've been through a lot of things, you know.
Yeah.
It just reminds me, you know, to be Yoda mentality, bro.
Yeah.
Like understand, have a
Yeah,
little
no,
certain level of
100%.
understanding and like
100%.
non-reactivity, and just remember like your power.
Yeah.
Remember God lives in all things, you know, including your worst nightmares.
What has sorry to
It's okay.
cut you off before you
No, I
finish
can
the
ramble,
album.
bro. Like feel
No,
free.
because I think you got a couple more tracks left. I'm gonna ask
No,
you
that was all
about-
of them.
Oh, that was the seventh
7
one?
tracks.
The seventh. Okay, that was the seventh one. So the follow up to that was to God. You know, like how has your relationship with God been? Like he said, because you have been through a lot. Like losing your best friend is just even in itself a whirlwind. So you know,
Yeah.
like, just how has your relationship with God been, and how has it evolved over the past few years?
Man, it's always kind of remained the same. It's kind of been the one thing that's always been my bearing in all of this, actually. You know, like, is I view it from like, you know, like I saw this in videos, like into my like Western religion, they view God from like a top-down approach. You know, someone up here looking down, like, you know, like monitoring everyone. And then there's from the Eastern realm of spirituality or perception of God, is that God is like in the rock, you know, and like pay close attention to that, and then learn how to pay better attention to everything else around you. I have a bit of a hybridized perception of it. I've learned more about just theology, and I realize like I'm more into omnism than I am into any particular religion. But I do try my best. My main thing is to try my best to recognize like God in you, God in everything, and including myself. So that's also what I'm saying with a lot of philosophy, of like why I'm putting out music or how I'm doing this shit. I'm like, man, I know if I put out this meditation album, God's gonna be like, yo, that's cool. Like like people who work in this realm, i.e. God, will reach out to me and give me opportunities based on what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Opening the floodgates.
Yeah, but that's the same thing. Like if I make an album talking about like I won't smoke, God can be like, okay, it's smoke, let's go. Niggas, come here, meet him at the show. He's right here. He smoke. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like it's like what you putting out. You know what I'm saying? My perception of that. You know what I'm saying? Like it keeps me aware of like what I'm doing to the best of my ability. When it comes into just like us on a molecular level, taking care of your health, like man, like I've been called to do something recently that's been really impactful to me. And I have a good friend of mine whose father is just recently survived COVID. Then he got pneumonia, survived that. Then he got a heart attack, survived that. And now he's on oxygen. And they've been asking around and they're trying to figure things out. Like he doesn't want to do too much of like the medicinal stuff. He feel like going to the hospital cause his health to deteriorate. So, and they reached out to me to help and do breathwork sessions with him twice a week now. And just going there and sitting across from this very like wise man, like, you know, and teaching him about box breaths and teaching him about all the things I've learned on my journey, or just like, you know, highly oxidated foods, and just doing things to strengthen his lungs as I just like talk with him and just like read the vibration and just make sure, you know, he's in a good space. It takes me back to the closeness, or just like the closeness to reality that I felt like when my friend passed away too. It was like, man, like life is precious, man. Like take care of yourself. Like that led me into like going onto YouTube and studying about like cardiology and you know, like hypoxemia, what it means, lack of oxygen in the blood or in the skin, and like the meditation album led me here. I was putting out a meditation album. Maybe it just made my guy think about, oh, he's doing a meditation album. Like he did, before I put out the meditation album, I did like a whole month of like guided meditations for free online and doing breath work and all that. And like here it is coming back full circle.
You
like
should
the things,
stream that.
huh?
Do you stream it?
Stream? Yeah, I streamed it. It's in my Instagram archives.
But, I mean, you should probably do it on like Twitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna maybe do it on Patreon or also on Twitch or whatnot.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna sell tickets to it. That's the other thing.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you know, like my price is going up. That's another thing I've learned. Like the more I let God know, like, hey, like this is the value of this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could have the best cow in the country, but if you're giving away its milk for free, eventually, you know, people won't value it, and eventually they won't even want it. You know what I'm saying? So that's also another thing. It's like, you know, like, am I like, you know, like loving myself, valuing myself, and not just giving it all out for free too. You know, and also like tapping into like the team and my friends and the people that love me around me. Those would be the best people like on my team. And that, because they understand me, they know me closer than some, you know, person I just like met at a meeting and want to like help. Like our destinies are tied into each other, so there's a power behind what we're doing that's far, you know, more powerful than just people who just meet in meetings. Like. We really got to count on each other. We're really taking care of each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's God too. You know what I'm saying? You know, like the levels of connection and how much you get from a connection based on how much you put into it. How much you put into it. So like that's another thing. It's like, yo, like how much do I want to achieve? Well, I'm gonna have to put in a lot. So God led me to believe, like, 4 albums a year then. 4 albums. Like, all right, like, look at yourself. Look at how you operate. Like, look at how you make music. Pay attention. Look at how the world is. What do you need to do? You need to go be like them? No. Like, you need to, or you should really just go in on yourself. But one thing about myself is I'm a Gemini. I'm multifaceted, multi-talented. I'm a jack of many trades, master of many, not master of all. But that's my shit. Like I started this organization called The Woods, and we're a nature core based organization. Like I'm paying attention to like the woods. All right, I'm doing these shows out in nature. All right, but what else? Well, there's wood. I started doing woodwork. So I started doing woodwork in my garage. I can show you.
Oh, like that.
Awesome. I started working with wood, bro. Like making
handiwork. Yeah,
like making shit. Like I'm over here like making.
Well, I saw that in the front yard, and I was like, and I didn't know.
All that wood.
I didn't know if you wanted to do the interview. I was like, oh, are we?
I've been out here chopping shit, bro. You know, and because you know, one day I wanna like the woods. You know, I wanna create, you know, like a landscaping company. I want to know how to build a cabin. Like I want to know how to like survive, you know, and I want to have something to create jobs for my kids, and not only my kids, but my friends' kids. Like if they don't like school, like I have like a woodworking landscaping company, like, you know, but I'm looking that far ahead, and that's just only because I'm in tune with God. I'm in tune because God is like timeless. You know what I'm saying? God is in the future, God is now, God is in Joey Peace, are you gonna come through?
Yeah.
You gonna come through?
Please. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, sit on the side. When he finishes this, that's when I'm gonna bring you in for a couple questions. Or you can come in right now.
But you know, like
God
is in the future. God is in his future children, if he has any. You know what I'm saying? God is in the future children of my friends and my cousins and siblings and all that. You know, and that's what I'm doing all this for. I'm not just doing it for me so I can be like the best like rapper in the world. I think that is kind of, I think that goes against the law of relativity. Like there is no best in the world, and if there could always be a perceived best in the world. I think the best in the world is not even the person you're seeing on the camera. At all.
Well, they say that a lot, especially in sports. Like we've never seen the best basketball player ever. We've never seen the best football player ever.
No, it's and I think that it's a childish concept. That's also where I'm not out here trying to competitively make music. I'm just trying to authentically make music and do it from a space of I've also been blessed enough to do it from this space, right? Of not. Well, honestly, bro, like I don't even think that it's not like spreading myself thin, but just like, bro, like people like just burn themselves out by feeling like, oh, I have to do this, I have to be able to afford this band, so I gotta go to these people and like take $100,000 from them that I can't invest into land or anything else, and so I can pay this band so I can go and sell out shows and make the money back in merch and all that. But like more often than not, people do that before the demand is there. And you do that shit before the demand is there because there are a bunch of people around you like, oh, you got to do it now because this is how you go pop. This is how you go. This is how you go pop off or whatever. They're not even trying to get their money. Some people are just like excited, and when you're excited, it doesn't mean you're ready. Yeah. Just because you're excited, they're excited. They're as excited as a 10-year-old boy want to touch some boobies, bro, but he don't know nothing to do. He don't know what to do. If you're going down, he gonna fucking be traumatized. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna be scared. You'll probably tiny wee wee and not gonna be able to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Be scared to death. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what it's like, bro. Like, I feel like honestly, I should have really stayed out of the way until I was this age. Yeah. I should have stayed out. I should have just stayed back and just like ghost wrote. Yeah. The whole damn time, you know what I'm saying, and just kept it away. I mean, maybe Future wouldn't be running around with a sun hat right now. You know what I'm saying? No, don't come after me, Future. I ain't that. I'm not a shooter.
I want to ask about.
I know you got shooters. I got wizards, nigga. Yeah.
I got wizards is a crazy like they're like imagine you beefing with like Future or like last time I said Earl and then you said I ain't Earl and then you was like, oh Earl you can rap for real, and Earl's got his ties out there on the West Coast too. So it's like I don't know, just imagine someone going back and forth on Instagram Live.
Right, nigga, I got wizards, nigga.
I got my wizards, man. Yeah, like that. That's crazy. But Joey, you want to jump in right now?
Sure. Should I give him mine?
Yes. Nah, I got it. You hand it.
Just clamp this on your inner shirt.
Scoot on over.
Is this clamp? Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah,
I see. It goes this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Joey. So, just working on this meditation album, just kind of what was the mindset, what was the atmosphere throughout the entire process?
It was the whole experience creating it was a very free-flowing experience with the production, the way that we did it. It was like a blank canvas, and we just throwing ideas on it and layering. And like we didn't know what the structure was gonna be like, but it developed over time. But it was just very spontaneous, and like there was a lot of nuances, and maybe like they could have been perceived as accidents like off the bat, but we ended up finding ways to put them into the production in a musical way. Like for example, like Raury's kid Forrest coming in the room and saying something, just making some noise. Yeah, but we find ways to put it into the production and make it musical. That's also something that I personally have really leaned in towards when it comes to production.
Everything is music.
Yeah, everything. Like we had the studio in the living room here, so it's hard to get isolation sometimes. Be people over, conversations happening, dog running around, kids running around. We have jams too, and like, I'll record the jams and sample them and turn them into production. So like I've leaned into like the whole concept of like, recording situations where you can hear people talking in the background and we're jamming, but there's like also all these like environmental nuances. So that's something that I've been really into, and yeah, I feel like with the meditation album, there was definitely some of that, just in the sense of us throwing the ideas down and just being a very free flow experience. But yeah, it was a really cool process. We started the whole project at another spot. It was in an apartment complex, and we were just hooking up. Like, I was actually living in the studio room for a couple months because of a situation that I was like another living situation that I was getting out of. So like every morning we just get up and be working, and when I listen to some of the songs, some of the songs that I was made from that time period, it brings me back to that time period of living in that apartment complex. But yeah, I'm trying to think of like other notable things production-wise. You got anything that comes to mind?
Yeah, I felt like it was just about trusting ourselves. Oftentimes, like the first things that we laid down was what we went with. You know what I'm saying? Like we had like a bit of a system, like the chakra system, 7 chakras, but then there are 7 major keys in music. So the one resonates with the other. So it was, we know what key we're in off rip. Like, okay, we're in a key of A. Like, we listened to a lot of really great artists who have made beautiful, just transcendent music, such as Alice Coltrane and Raury, you know, and more. And we studied them, you know, we did our homework, and we just really just created our own brand of meditational sound. We really had like a lot of fun. It just like really like creating like space explorations via sound. We were like creating like soundscapes more than we were creating songs. We were like, all right, like does this make this tree look more prominent? Does this song like make the yard feel a bit more alive? You know, or you know, like we were creating soundtracks to certain like vibrations more than also just, all right, this is a song, here's the hook, here's that. Like, oh no, I did not go down like that at all. Like we did it based on like what felt right all the way through. So there are all types of twists and turns that Joey implemented. You know what I'm saying? There's a moment in the sacred chakra music where all the music comes out besides some chimes and birds, and it's that for like a little minute. You know, like
lots of soundscapes.
Yeah.
Birds, crickets, wind chimes.
Whales.
Whales, yeah.
Yeah, like like on the third eye one, like we want to take you deep into your mind. So like we sampled some whales. You know, we went down to, you know, we went to Florida. We went and hunted down some whales. Joey got the scuba diving equipment with the field recorder. Went down there, you know, re-recorded whales, bro. We really did.
All around the world recording all.
Yeah, we out here recording whales, dog. Who out here recording whales?
I was coming up like.
I'm capping. We didn't really do that.
But we could have.
We on a different level. We recording whales. So where are we out here right now? Like you said, you working on the woods.
Yeah, we're in my wood yard. You know, of all these giant pieces of wood I'm procrastinating on doing things with. I really started woodworking in November 2023. It came to me as a result of all that meditation. I was like, oh yeah, like I should start something. It started with me wanting to get into like landscaping, because I know at some point I'll have land, and I'd rather pay my own company to develop the land and like, you know, make the little bonsai gardens and all the crazy shit. But so I ended up, you know, like clearing out my backyard with a chainsaw and just coming across all this wood and stuff. And one day I was on OfferUp looking at free stuff. And there was all this free wood on OfferUp. Mojo, leave him alone. Shame on you. There's all this free stuff on OfferUp. So there's all this free wood. There was a piano. We went and got that piano on OfferUp, and some dressers and stuff, because we had just moved in not too long ago. And I just started getting creative, and I've been making all types of stuff. I'm not even gonna lie. I've been making all types of stuff, from boxes to like these no-face sculptures. They're from Studio Ghibli, like the anime show. like I've been making these cool ass no face sculptures. That's really been my main thing. I've been making things that are just like relevant to me culturally, things that make my heart smile. I need to figure out how to make a table, but I made a stool and all other kinds of cool shit. But it's really therapeutic also. I've been making these candle holders also because I'm, really into candle magic and, lighting candles and praying over them and blowing them out. I do my best to remember to do that each morning when I rise, to just put out a nice, good intention for whatever the vibration of the day is. What day is today? Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah, so Wednesday for me is sacral chakra day, and that's the day where I would possibly wear orange or get creative. Or on these days I have a Renaissance creative day. So I invite over every creative. Rashad, I invite over every creative that I know that have multiple disciplines.
Yes.
So it doesn't just have to be music. I have painters and seamstress. People show up with their sewing machines and all the types of shit today, and we just get creative. Or I got some people that know how to do some upholstery who have come and they see my stools and I'm like, hey, could you put a cushion on top of this? We can find a way to sell it. Just out here grinding, man. Just getting it in a million ways. But yeah, the woodworking has been fun and it's been a good workout.
Yeah.
Because this stuff is heavy.
No, 100%. And I'm sorry, I was so distracted by Mojo.
Yeah, Mojo's a gangster, bro. He's fire.
he's a big dog. He's just just looking everywhere. So I was
Mojo.
You keep your you keep your attention though. Your attention span is very locked in. As a father, a husband, and the owner of Mojo, the entire time, you were just yeah.
I'm so used to chaos, bro.
Yeah, right.
I'm so at home and this madness going on. It's nothing, bro. It's nothing.
During the whole interview, and I was just fine. He's like, hey Rashad, this is what's going on. Hey Mojo, how you doing? Hey boy, hey Mojo.
Yeah, Mojo. Don't tell the government, but he's a quarter wolf.
Oh.
So he's not even one.
Oh.
Yeah, he'll be one in June.
Oh. That's a big old boy.
Bro, I'm telling you, he's huge. He's still a puppy. That's also why he's kind of skittish,
Yeah. Cause he get around me. He big, but he kind of he sees me and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't wanna.
Yeah.
and I'm like, boy, you the big boy.
Yeah, and he's the one that's he doesn't trust. Wolves, they don't trust people, so they know to avoid people. And the thing about it is he doesn't really go too far right now. He'd be jumping the fence, but he'll run it out in that backyard.
Yeah.
But he doesn't run away. He knows that
come back home.
Yeah, this is where I need to be.
Yeah.
Mojo. But once he passes one.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to tether that boy, man. I don't know, he gonna fuck something up. Because he can fuck something up.
Yeah. It's a big boy.
His claws feel like metal.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, bro. Oh my God.
All right, you ready to go to the?
I'm gonna show you my stuff.
I got to stop.
Up and fed to the boys, and you can take the top of a pineapple and just bury it. So I heard. So I'm trying that out. This is a Japanese blood good maple, and I'm making it a bonsai tree.
Mm-hmm.
I've really gotten into bonsai. So over here is another bonsai tree. This was I bought it already when it was a bonsai, a small little thing. But it's starting to come back to life this year. If you walk with me, I can show you some more.
I was trying not to get the address. All right, cool.
So in the meantime, I've also been doing these no-face sculptures. Mm-hmm. So this is a character from Studio Ghibli. He kind of this girl, she got lost in this spiritual bathhouse, and the no-face was a spirit that was there. It's kind of helped her out. But he lost control because he started getting rich gambling inside of the bathhouse. Here's some more of him in here. He started getting rich gambling at the bathhouse and getting too much money, wanting to eat everything. Then he became a big fat globby monster and tried to chase her and eat her. But he said sorry.
Oh, so these are the stories that you're telling with all of these pieces.
No, honestly, I'm not even really telling the story. I just like them. Like, I
Yeah.
know people love No Face.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna make one this. One day I'm gonna finish this. And it's gonna be the same damn thing. It's gonna be the same damn thing. And I'm gonna go leave it in the middle of little 5 points and piss off people for a day. And I don't know, like you do it as an album campaign. Like, so here's a stool.
Yeah.
So, you know, like imagine, you know, putting a little cushion over the top of that, shape of a leaf or something nice like that. You know, like here is also like more of like it's gonna be a No Face, but it also can be a chair. Because it's cut. And then right here, you see these are your tea light candle holders.
Yeah.
So you put like tea lights in them, put a little crystal in the middle, you know, and just, you know, pray everyone in your family gets money. You know, as simple as that. I've also started, excuse me, I know it's a little mess in here. This is a slug.
What's the slug?
A slug? It's like an actual slug sculpture. Like a snail kind of thing, trying to figure it out. Working on it slowly but surely. Yeah, but this is one of my babies. And these are more of the things that I have to dry the wood.
Yeah.
And like spray it with vinegar, make sure the mold doesn't grow on it too crazy. And then I turn it into those little candle holders.
Oops. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's a bit of a mess in here today though. I haven't been in here in a couple of days since I've been getting so busy with this album release.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to get better at chiseling and making like masks and stuff from it. Yeah, man. But
well, what type of freedom does it bring you when you get to, you know, do something like this?
It's really opened my world up to just wood magic in general. Like oak trees have very special properties, such as allegiance. Like most kings pledge allegiance to their nation with their hand on an oak tree. So it's also it's in connection to Zeus. Its element is fire. You know, and it's birth. It you know, like how birthstones exist. Yeah. You know, oak wood is the birth wood for June 10th through a certain day, and June 10th is my birthday, so it's my birth wood. I've been working with it, and yeah, it's just been a process. It just feels real therapeutic, just like working, chiseling away, like grinding the wood away. It really helps with like just frustration. Take a chainsaw and shit. You know, like I'll make a Legend of Zelda shield out of this thing. I'm just making cool shit, man. How does it set me free? Let me know that, like, you know, my creativity knows no bounds, and I can just be over here making shit. Like, I'm very like innovative. Yeah. It doesn't just stop at music. I'm just innovative as hell. And that's also what the meditation album has brought me into. It's gotten me, thanks to, you know, I don't speak too lightly about it. I don't speak too lightly about it when I say that, man, like, I've been, you know, called to help a man heal his lungs, you know, from 3 fatal occurrences. He's still alive, and the family, they want to reach out to me because, you know, I guess he remembers me, and he was speaking about me a lot. Me and his son worked together on God's Whisper. We worked together on lots of music, so I guess that's why. Mojo, he's cool, bro.
I was like, he's staring at me, bro.
Yeah, he looked like he about to do some shit.
Yeah, I was just like, no.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man, just being called for such a weighty responsibility just makes me realize maybe I underestimate myself. You know, especially once I realize that I've done some sessions with them and it's helping. Like, I'm capable of a lot more. So it made me think about getting into health more. You know, that's why I was out here foraging like these violet. You know, I'm planting herbs in my yard. I might want to get into herbalism and herbal mixology, and know how to help my family heal too. Because that's also at the root of it. Like who I am is a healer, I'm a sound healer. You know, and now I put out this sound healing album, and it's jettisoned me into being an actual physical healer and like bodily healer, not just mental and spiritual. So, yeah.
And
Mojo, get out of here. Get out of here, bro. You're making my guy uncomfortable, bro. Get lost.
no, I'm not.
That's why he's terrified, bro.
I'm sorry. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you about with it being Women's History Month. I just wanted to ask you, like, what do women mean to you? What part of have they played in your life and your success and kind of your journey and where you are today?
And I was raised by a single mother. You know, I learned a lot about my, like, just dynamic and interaction and about things that, like, women like or want from being, like, next to my sister. You know, and especially as she grew up to learn that she was also, like, into women. We were more like two bros that like girls. So, like, women played an immaculate part in my life, especially due to me growing up not having the greatest affinity towards men. You know, it was like, man, since I was in elementary school, bro, I was a kid that could do the backflip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for whatever reason, because in elementary school, if you could do a backflip, you're popular, right? I was popular as hell, and like the girls, they want to give you their ice cream and all that, right?
Yeah.
That's what was going down.
Yeah.
So like most niggas was haters.
Yeah.
They were haters. They wanted to try and race me, and they would try to do this, and they would try to prove to other girls they were better than me.
Yeah.
And that wasn't. That kind of sucked, because at the time I thought girls were icky. I wasn't even worried about them.
Yeah.
You know, but like my relationship with men particularly has never been that strong, so I always kind of like leaned to like women. Like a lot of my best friends and most of my closest friends were women.